Okay, I spent a little time with the world's first flexible phone. Unfortunately, you can see how busy it is over here that I wasn't able to actually shoot video with my hands manipulating it. It's an interesting concept. I just don't know how sold I am that foldable phones and mini tablet pads are going to be the wave of the future. But maybe, I don't know, maybe Zach over there is going to prove me wrong. I think we're all waiting for him to see if he's going to try and break it or something on the show floor. Who knows? It could happen. All right, folks, I've got the sniffles, my psoriasis is flaring up, and my voice is just barely holding on, but I'm on my feet, I'm still here at CES, I'm still producing content, and you know what, maybe now's a great time to take a short pause in gadget and device coverage. A couple quick tips on how you can survive a trade show. Tip number one, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You gotta pace yourself. It's overwhelming when you're here and you see all the cool things that you can do. It's really easy to overbook yourself. You wanna make sure you're giving yourself plenty of time not only to cover things the way that you wanna cover them, but you can also get from meeting to meeting or from event to event, because travel times are insane here. Definitely check out local, like public transit, every opportunity you have to not also just rack up a whole bunch of charges on the taxi cab. Number two, pay attention to the climate. For example, here at CES, we're in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas is crazy dry desert country, so water and moisture is constantly being sucked out of my body. Not only drinking plenty of fluids, but also stepping up my game for things like lotions. Maybe I use like a nice, soft moisturizer when I'm in LA. I've got to step that up to practically smearing Vaseline on my face when I'm here in Nevada. Next, wash and disinfect everything. Literally everything. Think about the population boom from people all over the world when you hit an event like this, and the hundreds and thousands of people that touch the things that you're going to touch before you have a chance to touch them. Do not be afraid of looking like an obsessive dork. Hand sanitizers, disinfecting wipes, anything you can to try and minimize the impact. I'm not a big fan of using hand sanitizer just in my normal daily life. I'm good with just washing my hands. But when I'm out in a show like this, there's a potential of flu or other disease spreading, just people being gross on public transit. Well, you gotta step up that game. But on top of that, you really want to make sure that you're not leaning too heavy on things like coffee or energy drinks. Maybe you get through your normal day with a Red Bull here or an espresso there, but here on a trade show, you have to take into account the increased fatigue from walking around, maybe not getting enough sleep, maybe imbibing a little too much alcohol at after work events. Those types of things really hammer home your ability to function and perform. They can really shut you down. And if you just try and make up that difference by dumping caffeine and more caffeine, you'll burn yourself out even faster, and you really won't get that jolt or that buzz of productivity that you're looking for. Lastly, try to pack light and try and pack as redundantly as you can. So if there are certain pieces of gear that are mission critical for you to get your work done, if possible, try and have 2 of those on board. A lot of this stuff can be done from mobile devices in terms of communication, but maybe a battery dies and you need to be able to recharge and you might not have access to an outlet. There are plenty of places to charge at a tech event like CES. But again, anytime you have one of those mission critical components, if you have a backup, your life is gonna be so much better if one of those critical components fails. I think that's enough of a break. I gotta go jump back into the fray. I'm probably gonna pop another cop drop here and keep my voice intact. But yeah, let's go cover some more cool tech.